Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Dennis.
I am. Y'all know me. I'm Gerrod.
So we just kind of came here to talk about something.
Individuality.
We all know what individuality is, and we all know what it means. But we want to get into imitation versus inspiration. Basically, I'm trying to define individuality. Now I'll ask you, what is individuality? What makes something original?
The fact that it's you. I mean, if you are whatever you throw out, it'll show. It'll sound like you if that's you. For example, I'll use one I don't even particularly like. Famous Dex. Don't nobody sound like Famous Dex. He sound like a weirdo. But that's him. He not really imitating anyone,
Right. Almost like real recognize real. It's not, but it is. Lil Yachty don't sound like anybody else.
No.
You can throw him in a category with a bunch of other people. But we do that with everything, That doesn't make you the exact same thing as them.
Lil Yachty's voice.
Exactly.
The stuff he does with auto-tune, he don't really sound like anyone else.
You can sit here and say, all these rappers these days, they all using auto-tune.
But they not.
You can sit here and say that, and even if a lot of them are, not every one of them sounds the same. They're doing completely different things with it.
Lil Yachty can be thrown in the same category with Travis Scott. But Travis Scott is a lot better in my opinion because he just sounds better. It's hard to explain because they're both auto-tuned, but Lil Yachty uses it in a totally different way. Travis Scott first came out, he was in that Future and that category, and now he's kind of like separated himself. Because it's him. It's him. That's individuality.
To me, there's no such thing as originality. Everything is inspired by the thing that came before it. It's 2016. We've got thousands of years worth of inspiration. Things just stacked on other things. So obviously what we're doing now is going to be coming from a source somewhere else. But it doesn't mean it's not original.
Those things that you hear when you go, wow, that's original, it's kind of like those are the best things to us. I don't know if it's just because as a generation we like different stuff. Everyone wants to be different. Everybody want to catch the new wave. Everybody want to, everybody want to be something different. Yeah, but when you hear that different, you like, fuck, this good, I remember in 2011 when House of Balloons came out. That was amazing, because I've never heard anything like House of Balloons in my life. Take Care was ahead of its time. No one had expressed their feelings in a song like Drake did. Drake was expressing.
He got criticized for it too.
Yeah.
Badly.
But at the end of the day, probably one of the best albums in the past 10 years.
In my personal opinion. These are just opinions at the end of the day. I'm not saying you have to like the stuff I like. I'm not trying to put our stuff and try to project it on anybody. We're just using examples that we think of. And these are the reasons why we like the artists that we like. And I'm not saying any artist that I don't name is not good. Because I think music is one of those things where it's kind of subjective. Like if you like that, that's you. If I like this, this is me. But at the end of the day, it's all sonics, What sounds good to you might not sound good to somebody else. And we're not trying to go too deeply into the music aspect of it though. But when it comes to inspiration, imitation, and things like that, music is that one topic that kind of just jumps out at you because that's where we see it most.
And that's why it's hard to make a move and do music, because if you do something and it sounds like someone else, you automatically copied someone else.
Yeah, you get crucified for it.
It's not necessarily like you copy them. You can just like
have similar tastes.
Yeah, you can have a similar taste.
Style.
Or it's all about inspiration. Drake went to the Cayman Islands or some shit. I don't know where the fuck he went. He went to the Barbados with Rihanna. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. But Drake didn't come up with that island music.
Right.
He just incorporated it into his shit and everyone loved it. Right. That was all inspiration. Now everyone that does that island shit is Draking. But Drake is in all actuality doing something totally different.
That somebody else did,
Already, it's already been done.
So just because Drake might be the biggest name doing it, that doesn't mean he is the creator of it. Like YOLO. Everyone's talked about it like it was Drake's thing, but YOLO's been around forever. Mm-hmm. Drake was just the biggest person to say it to our generation.
Yeah.
So when we heard it, the first time we're hearing it is from Drake. So to us, Drake created it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why things can get rehashed and recycled, because it's different generations. So if a different generation is hearing something, it's basically brand new.
Yeah.
It's basically brand new for us, you know. I mean, of course, in the 90s, they had R&B. R&B was everything to the 90s. But to us, that wasn't a thing for us. The early 2000s, there was 50 Cent.
And that was that
It was
hip hop
hard.
era, yeah.
Yeah, it was hard. The early 2000s.
That was that the Carter, that's when Lil Wayne, yeah.
So when Drake did Take Care, we were like just transitioning out of that really thugged down gangster, you know? We were just transitioning out of that. So when we heard Take Care, it was like, oh, what is...
A big lesson you should take from this video is even if it may sound like somebody else's thing or somebody else's, that shouldn't stop you from doing anything. Somebody say it, then they just, you know,
Hey,
that's what people do. People hate and they,
From the start of this video, you would think that our whole point is don't copy. We're not saying don't copy. I'm not saying anything really.
Don't copy. Don't.
You shouldn't. Don't copy. But
you can take a little inspiration from this place or you know that place. Everyone.
I take inspiration from people all the time. What's the difference between inspiration and imitation? I'm gonna try to put it in words. I see something, I go, oh, I like that. I want to do something like that. I want to create something similar to that. Imitation is, ooh, I like that. I'm gonna do that. That's imitation. Imitation is when you see something and then you just copy and paste. Inspiration is when you see something and then you try to take parts of it that you like and incorporate it into stuff that you already do. I guess that's my definition.
It's self-explanatory, and a lot of people get it mixed up nowadays. Oh, you copying this, and this. Oh, you want to do music because he, who, or you want to have your hair like this because ha, who. When in all actuality, that's not the case.
Right.
But everyone will see it as that way. But even if they do see it that way, that shouldn't change you from doing anything. You should still do what the fuck you want to do at the end of the day.
Now look at your hair.
Oh.
What do you get?
Oh, that weekend hoe. You want to be the weekend hoe. I'll be like, first of all, it's just happened. I didn't want hair like the weekend. When I grew out my hair was just gonna be some hair. I just wanted some long shit on top of my head. I didn't know what I was gonna get. I guess I didn't factor in the fact that I was black as fuck. I thought I was about to give me a light-skinned nigga fro or something. And then it grew out and then it started doing what it did, you know? And then everybody was like, oh, because, you know, The Weeknd is obviously my favorite artist. Everyone knows, you know? And they were like, oh, you trying to be The Weeknd so bad. No, false. Not even true, you know? But now that it is the way it is, I don't even care anymore. It's whether you love it or you hate it. I don't care, though. Continue to do it. You know, anybody else will go chop their shit down.
That's the thing. People fear looking like someone who's copying. But if you know deep down that you're not, then where's the fear coming from? Like if somebody called you out and was like, oh, you copied The Weeknd, and you went and cut your hair,
then I copied
you probably copied The Weeknd because you just got caught red-handed and you cut it. You know, I get all types of stuff. People say I'm like, what?
Isaiah Rashad, Travis Scott.
I got Isaiah, Travis,
Yeah, you got a lot of
Yachty.
stuff. Yeah, Lil Boat.
That's terms of appearance. I have high top dreads, if you can't tell. And people say Jaden Smith. The way I dress, people say Jaden Smith. People say Kanye West. And I'm like, I like those people. Those people inspire me. I like what they do. But I didn't copy them. I didn't do my hair because of any of that. I just wanted to have some long hair. It's similar to what you said. I just wanted to have some long hair. And I'm like, okay, well, my hair grows real slow, so let me get some dreadlocks. And I was like, I don't want all that hair on top of my head, so let me just get high top. Let me just get it on top. So that's what I did.
You know, I have very similar hair, but that don't mean you got your hair because Isaiah Rashad got his hair.
Our hair looked completely different initially. I didn't even know about Isaiah Rashad when I decided to get dreads, to be honest.
But you can't tell nobody shit.
Exactly. Like our brains are automatically wired to like try to put stuff in a category. Yeah. So, without further ado, that's all I got for you.
I'm done.
Deuces.